Hello and welcome to episode 11. In this episode, we are celebrating Winter Solstice with a mini art ritual. Winter Solstice is the moment when the darkness peaked and we're about to welcome the sun. We observe nature, we observe the patterns, the weather patterns, how the sun sets here during the winter solstice and all the way makes this journey to over here in the summer solstice. Things in the garden change as well. I always know when the weather cools down, the turmeric loses its leaves and it's time to pull some up to make some medicine and keep some for the house. It's one of my favorite. And winter is all about grounding and roots. By observing nature, we can align and see that everything is in a state of rest. The trees drop their leaves, the weather changes, the color changes, everything makes transition. I like to make these altar cards for each solstice, just to symbolically remind me about the transition itself. We're going to use a small sheet of paper, some charcoal, which actually is wood, burnt wood. I have white charcoal, different white materials, and my favorite gold for the sun, also a kneading eraser. This is going to be a messy process. We're going to cleanse our space and kind of take some deep breaths and focus on mark making and working with this material. Again, charcoal is very messy, so be prepared. But I think it's so symbolic of winter and burning wood. I'm trying to diligently cover this entire space with charcoal. However, charcoal lifts every single time you touch it, so it's almost impossible, but still. I love working with it, and I thought it was such a great metaphor for the winter solstice. Covering best that I can until some point and kind of playing with it, feel as you're making it, feel the material. At some point you can pick up the eraser and symbolically think about light coming through into our world, into your world. The symbolic of the sun that's going to be shown more and more, the sun that makes the journey from one end of the horizon to the other. I'm using gold pastel, so it's a little thicker and creamier to go over the charcoal very well. And right here I'm just making some marks, really kind of honestly freestyling. I didn't have any preconceived motion, and that's probably what's going to happen to you as well. It is symbolic. I'm just thinking about the sun, the light. What does it mean, to me, kind of the beginning. I noticed that the creamier things work better than the dry things on top of the charcoal. And I'm over here just playing with the materials and kind of getting my hands dirty. And at some point I'm more satisfied with it and kind of feel it being complete. Just brushing some things off to kind of finish it up. And this is going to be my altar card for this year. I'll set it on my altar and kind of visually remember what I was thinking about and the intentions I was putting in. On the back, I'd like to write, I call it a letter to the universe, a little gratitude and just reflection and maybe some intention setting. I find this intentional aligning with nature very powerful, using her guidance on how to maneuver through life, this cyclic in and out, light through darkness, ebb and flow. I hope that you have a wonderful holiday season filled with warmth and love and lots of good food. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time.